Okay, so everyone should have the syllabus. You can find it online. So this is Math 259, Precalculus with trigonometry. And so the important things to know about this course are just in this box here. My name is Stephen Castillo, and we'll be going till 3:05 p.m. It'll be Monday through Friday. Okay. So the book that we're using is Sullivan, the 11th edition. Oh, and I guess I should say that if you have any questions, you can just use your mic and just, so the important thing is, here, horrible lag. Okay, so it is, so we will have, in this course, you'll be graded according to the following. Group work, 5% of the grade. Homework is another 5% of the grade. Exams are the majority of the grade. 60% of the course grade will be through exams, and there'll be a final exam, and that'll be 30% of the grade. Okay. Here are some important dates. Dates we'll be having the exams. Basically, the exams will be given on Friday for every week, I guess. So there'll be 4 exams. They'll be given on Fridays, and then the final exam will be given on the last Friday. And there's some other important dates here. So first off, I guess, well, maybe I'll talk about group work first. That was the first. Okay, so group work. So at the end of class, I'll usually be giving, well, sometimes I'll be giving a group work that will be looking over some of what we've covered in class, or maybe some problems in the book, and we'll be going, and I'll give you some of those. We'll submit them online. So the way that you will submit them, well, actually, I'll probably go over that in a second, will be to somehow take a picture of your work or scan your work and then submit it as a file. Okay. Now, of course, in a group work, you can, work together as best we can, and ask people questions. Okay. Exams. So let me go over the exams. So there will be 4 exams given throughout the semester. 1 of them and 1 final exam. The exams will cover certain chapters. So let's say exam 1 will cover chapters 1, 2, and 3. Exam 2 will be on chapters 4 and 5, etc. Final exam will cover everything. The exams and the final exam will consist of 20 questions. You will exam similar to what you sort of do here, where you'll come in into CCC Confer, lectured till probably like 1 o'clock or something. Then we'll start the exam, and you'll submit the exam online as a file, as a PDF. There are sample exams that are available, and you can look at them. They have both the questions and the answers that you can look at. Okay. Let's see. Scroll, please. Okay.
So we have
Sorry, not
to
scrolling.
use
There you go.
computers.
Okay. There.
Can we submit with like
Scroll.
iPad or phone?
We also have homework. You can do the homework either online, or you can do it from the book. The dates for the when the homework is due is listed here. It's also listed on your calendar. If you look at your calendar online, it's also listed there. See if I can scroll. He just doesn't like me scrolling. There, scrolling a little bit.
Instructor.
Okay. So let's see if there's anything else. Oh, you can do the homework both from online, and if you want to do the homework online, you'll have to register your software, and here are the instructions for registering your software. You would just do it through Canvas, and so the first time that you try to do something involving a problem that utilizes my math lab, they'll ask you to register. You can guest register for, I think, like 5 days or something for free. After that, you'd have to pay for the access. Okay. Okay, so before I go on to the online sort of stuff, any sort of questions on the syllabus? Yes. I'm sure you'll have tons of questions.
Professor, is the access or is that an optional actual textbook?
Is that optional? Okay, so I'm assuming homework. So you can either do homework from the computer or from online. So if you do it from the computer, you can get 100%. If you do it online, you can get 100%. And if you do both, I add them up. So if you decide to do it from the book, you would follow it would be every other odd problem on each section of the book. So, and it's only for the skill building and the application and extension sections of the homework set. And you would start at the first odd problem of the skill building set and then do every other odd problem from there. So I gave you an example for, say, section 1.1, it would be problems 15, 19, 23, keep adding 4, up to 75. And those are the problems that you would do. It would be, the way that you would do it is you would write down the question, the instructions of the question, write down the question, and then write down the, the answers done out as fully as possible. You skip a line and then go over to the next problem. Okay.
I have a question.
If instead you want to do it online, you can do it online. You can get 100% just doing the homework from the computer or 100% doing it from the book. It is your choice, whichever you wish to do. Okay, so you do not have to do both. One would be optional as compared to the other one. Okay, any other questions?
Yes, I do. So when you said that we'll be doing the homework. Remember, you can
always unmute yourself to ask a question. If you have any questions.
Yes, I do.
Unmute yourself and ask it.
Can you hear me, Professor?
Okay, so.
Can you hear me?
Let me.
So well, I can hear you.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm trying to ask him when he's saying that we have to do the homework from the computer. Does it mean that is he talking about Pearson?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Oh, I can't hear it.
Yeah, she's asking a question.
I'm sorry then. Why can't I hear you?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, I know you do, but he's not.
I wonder if there's a way to... Okay, sorry about that. I don't think you can hear them. The answer is no, I can't hear them, because if they ask me a question, I only heard one person once say something.
Can you hear me now?
I'm gonna try another computer. So just wait 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can log in as a student using a different computer and see if I can, sorry, this is gonna take a second. See if I can then hear that way. Let's see if I can join as a student. Okay, sorry about that. Let me just check. Okay, join computer audio. Okay, so, oh no, that's horrible. Because now I have a horrible echo. I'll have it a little lower. Okay, so here's a question. Can people hear that horrible echo or just me?
We can hear the echo. I guess you can't hear me either.
Okay. So if you're doing it through, so the question is, if you are,
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, I guess this is too distracting for me. I'm hearing myself with a lag of a few seconds. And this is just too distracting.
Yeah, we hear that.
I'm going to get out of this if I can. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. I just had a horrible lag and I was not hearing anything. I was not able to do anything. Okay, so I guess because of that problem, don't ask me questions by way of voice. I don't know why I'm not able to hear it. Try to type them into the text box. Sorry about that, but I guess I'm not able to hear with this on. Okay, so you can do the homework on the computer. So meaning, nice lag I have. Okay, so suppose, of course, let's see. Let's suppose I go to some. Okay, come on. It's going a little slow here. So suppose that I go to one of, like this. My internet connection is very unstable. Okay, yes, it is. It's every other odd problem. So 15, 19 is not every odd problem, it's every other odd problem. So can you do the homework from your phone? Yes, you can do it from a phone or an iPad. That is an option. Okay, maybe I'm going to try to keep this here open if I can. Okay, so let's suppose that, oh, what a horrible lag. Oh, can you do those from, yes, you can actually do the exams from a phone, but it's going to be pretty small, you know, so you can do it from a phone or an iPad, but of course those would be a little small. And you could do it. The answer is yes. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can scroll. Ooh, I can scroll. Here it is. Let's see if I clicked on this guy here. And it zooms in with amazing speed. Okay, so if you look here, this is something that would be a computer. Oh boy, this is slow. This is a computer. This is from my math lab. And you would see, you could see the questions. So it looks something like this. So you have a whole bunch of questions, fill in the answers to them. So something like that. So the computer homework, this is the computer homework, okay? It looks something like this, okay? So, there, it actually came up. So this would be, you would see something looking like this, and that's the computer homework. Now, for the homework from the book, you would actually do it straight from the book. Either you would have the PDF version of the book, and you would do it from there, or a hard copy of the book. Please note that there are PDF versions online available for this book. I think the 9th edition of the book is available. Okay. Any questions about the homework? Okay. Yeah, so you could do, you can do the 9th edition. There's going to be a slight difference, but as long as you do it from the book using the criteria I told you, which was to write the question, write the instructions for the question, write the question, and then write the answers, then that's fine. It's virtually the same book. It's, the questions are 99% the same. So you wouldn't have too much of a problem there. Okay, let me go back here. Unable to connect to server. Oh, I hate you. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm having some slowness as far as the computer is going. What I'm trying to do, I'll tell you what I'm trying to do at this moment. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to look, here it is. I'm trying to look in the assignments where you would find your exam and how to submit your exam and how to submit your homework. Okay, so. Yes, that's what I'm actually doing. I'm trying to keep this open as long as I can so I can see your questions. It's not the best option, but if you're given only one option, then you take it. So, okay, so if you look here, this is where the exams are. And you would take your exam here. This is not a real exam yet. So you would actually click here on the date of the exam, and you would be able to take it. I can actually probably show you that. Yeah. So you would take the exam. This actually is not quite what you would see, but it's close to what you would see. You would fill in the work on a piece of paper. So on a piece of paper, you would write the question, you would write your name, the question, and then the answer. You would write out, all your work on a piece of paper. Then after you got through with that problem, you would then type in, there was going to be a little box. So you can just type in the answer. It doesn't have to be a really full answer. So it would just be like something like x equals 2. That's all I want you to write in the text box. Afterward, you would submit it. Actually, I can do that. You could submit it here. And this is where you submit your actual document, where it says exam 1 submission. There you would have a little, you can't see it here because I'm not a student. There would just be a little submission box where you would click on it to download your file. So you would somehow make all of your work into a, either by scanning it or by somehow taking pictures and hopefully making them into PDFs. If not, just submit the pictures. Okay. Be sure that, especially if you are taking pictures and just submitting them as pictures rather than one file as a PDF, that you have your name on every page and the page number on every page. Because sometimes it becomes very difficult. Yes, you certainly can. There are many free PDF. If you have an iPhone, if you go to the Notes application, and you say scan, it scans it very nicely if you don't have a scanner. So if you have an iPhone, it does that. Yeah. Do you have a phone? So if you have a phone, you can do it with a phone that has a camera. Okay.
Instructor?
So, Gevork, do you have a phone that has a camera? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you can just do it that way. You can just have a phone that sort of shows the environment. That's all that we want. Okay. So that's how you do submission for the exam. Actually, this is the same way if you were doing a submission for the homework. You would go to the same assignments, and you would just under homework submissions, you would just do it there, and you would submit it the same sort of way. Any questions on how to submit, assign anything onto the computer that you wrote on a piece of paper? Still confused with the homework? Sure. Okay, so you can do the homework from the book, and if you do the homework from the book, you would do every other odd problem. If instead you decide to do the homework online, then you would just follow the, sorry, I'm trying to show it, but there's a gigantic lag on my computer. You would just go to the assignment. You can go to calendar and click on calendar, and that will show you the assignments that are due on the computer. And actually, you can also go to the calendar. Let's see if I have, I click on the calendar here. And you could click on the calendar. How are you doing today? I'm flipping out a little, only because it's a little slow today. It's lagging a little bit. And I can't, and my, and I can't hear any questions from people, so that's a little strange. Okay, so other than that, I'm okay. Okay, so let me see what I was thinking. Oh, so if you go to the calendar, that will show you what's due on the computer. Actually, it'll show you more. It'll show you yeah, here it is. So, and it's coming up really slowly. It'll show you that, you have to attend class. Also, I have office hours after class. So here are the the classes, meetings, and then the office hours. And then also, oh, I forgot. For tomorrow, you should complete this quiz, your mathematical experience. It's just sort of a first day activity, asking you things like, what math class have you taken? What are your hobbies? Things of that sort. So nothing very stressful. And so, oh, it's 14 days. Ooh, okay. Okay, so usually during a certain session, they make it down to 5 days, but okay. So 14 days, they forgot to switch it down. That's cool. Okay, so so you can click on any of these here, and those would be homework assignments from online, okay? And so those are like homework assignments online. So you can do it either from the book or from online. Either one is perfectly fine. If you do both, then I just add the scores together. So say if you get 60% on doing it online and 20% from doing it from the book, then I add them up, you have 80%. Okay? Any other questions? No other questions about the syllabus. Okay. If you can think anything else about the syllabus, you can ask and I'll answer. Okay, so if there are no questions about the syllabus, then we'll start the actual class. So before I start the class, I guess you should look over the appendix today. There are, in the appendix, there are several sections that go over some things that you should already know and you may have forgotten. So you can just glance over those. What I would say is what you should do is just look at the names of the sections. If you look at the name of the section and you go, oh, okay, that looks familiar, skip it and go on to the next one. If you look at the name of the section, you go, I really don't quite know what that is, then maybe wait. I thought the instruction shows essence else. Oh, we can find the appendix. Okay, so the appendix. Yeah, let's see if I. Sorry, I'm trying to find the appendix. The appendix is at the very last. If you go to the home screen, it's at the very, very bottom. And so it's the very last module. Oh, where can you find a PDF? If you email me, I'll put the link to the to a PDF. Okay, I don't know the exact link. If you did just a search online, you can find it. If not, as I say, just send me over an email and I'll send you the link to it. Okay. Oh, so yes, because they stop at that time. But if you if you wish to have an extension, you would email me and I would give you an extension. So if any of the assignment, if you find that some of the assignments you can't do, then what I'll do is I'll just extend the the due date. for the person. Okay. Okay. Oh, I was looking for the appendix. So the appendix is at the very bottom. Sorry, just trying to scroll. It's a little slow. Ah, here it is. So I'm slowly scrolling with this gigantic lag. Voila. There they are at the very end. So they're at the very bottom. So if you look here at the very bottom of your home page on Canvas, that's where the appendices are. Okay? So you just look there. And you could see, well, you know, are these things that are familiar to me or not? Okay. Tomorrow, I'll give a quick group work consisting, I think, of like 5 problems from the appendix, just to see if, you know those materials. Okay. So if there are no other